Naimi. I'm a painter and artist who enjoys playing Genshin. And this video is going to be a pre-farm and building video for Sigewinne. But before that, I have a small confession to make for those who watched my previous Genshin videos. I said I would share my reactions to the art conquest and stories, but as you can see, I've done all of them. I've done all the story quests, and I've done the art conquest. I'm very sorry for those who were anticipating for me to create Genshin videos. I just realized that I didn't have the energy to create those type of content, and I decided to play all the stories in my own time. To make up for it, I'm back to do a cozy, relaxed video of me farming and building Sigewinne, since she is the new character that I really wanted. To be honest, I also enjoy watching farming, exploration, and gameplay videos much more than story reactions when it comes to Genshin, so I hope you don't mind. Anyway, I'm recording this when Sigewinne is going to be live on Banner, but I'll take you back to when I started farming for her materials. So currently, there's only 6 days left until Sigewinne arrives on her banner, and Genshin Impact just released the character description for Sigewinne, so we finally got the official Ascension materials. Today I'm going to farm for her boss. If we check the materials I currently have for Sigewinne, she will need these crystal from the sea creatures in Fontaine and the equity talent materials, which I got mostly from the battle pass, which I unlock. These are very helpful for leveling up characters, especially since I joined the game when Sumeru was released. I also farmed a lot of the Romari Time flower because when I first saw the Fontaine trailer, I was mostly excited for Sigewinne because how cute she looked, and based on her art design or her the overall aesthetic, since she was a Melusine, I made a personal guess that this will be her Ascension material, so I just farmed whenever I saw them during the whole Fontaine period. I have a lot of them. So let's go fight the Hydroculus, which is her boss materials. The team I'm going to use is Liyue. I want to have a little fun playing, so this boss is not that difficult to beat. I'm just going to use Navia and Liyue together because they're fun. They're a fun duo. I recommend trying this team if you have them because Navia gives Liyue an extra shield, and all the elements together gives Navia more crystals to shoot, and the double Geo and the double Pyro gives nice synergy. I made Liyue angry again. This happens a lot. I don't know how, but I always catch Liyue angry like this. He's not ready to fight this boss. Oh no, I'm too late. Liyue burst to end it. Oh no. Okay, never mind. I'm going to open my friendship team to level them up. 3! That's lucky. but not for the artifacts. So the very first run is done. The hydroculus is back. I'm going to try to use this team again. This time it went very well. I just have to get better at the rotation. 3 again! So we're going to do one last run for today. This is a really nice team. Unlucky. I'm going to do this new event to fill up my commissions. Primo gems. Yeah, I should attack more. Oh no! No! I love Chiori's voice actor. It's really cute. She keeps on saying 急がなくていいよ, but I need to 急ぐ. Yay, high score. Thank you for the primo gems. That should do it for today's commission. I like getting the rewards in Fontaine because it's very close and I like the music and aesthetic here. So I'm done for today's farming and commissions. I'll see you tomorrow. Today is day 2 of Sigewinne's farming. I forgot to mention that Sigewinne needs these boss drops too. I'm not planning to level all of her talents, so I believe this is enough. Currently, there's only 5 days left, and Genshin just announced their banners. I'm quite happy that Gaming and Uzaria is there because I did need their constellation. I'm still unsure if I'm going to wish on the weapon banner, and there's a new web event for Sigewinne. Let's do her web event together. The art is so cute, and the music. Cute. Now I'll be continuing to farm for Sigewinne's boss materials. I'm gonna use a different team. This is my Klee version team. Let's go! No, Klee! That was a bad showcase for Klee. I'm getting lucky. I wasn't as lucky when I was farming for Luni. I always got 2 drops. Go Klee! Go Klee! No one died this time. 3 drops. Whoa! So lucky. I could do 2 more today. She didn't die. She's okay. 3 drops. 2. Last one. Last one. 3 again. I just made 2 condensed resin for when I farm the weapon ascension on Saturday. That was a fun one. Apparently this commission has an achievement, but you have to do it multiple times. The commissions are done today. I'll see you tomorrow. Today, my friend Aurora is here to help me fight the Sigewinne boss. I'm probably going to use Linny and Zhongli. I feel most comfortable with Linny. Where did he go? 3. 3. 2. It's a cozy raining scenery, like what Aurora said. Maybe if I say 3, 3, 3, it worked. This run was faster. It's still raining over here. I like Linny's voice line for when it's raining because he says that he can't see the stars, so he will create the magic stars for you. Where's she going? Stop raining over here. Our favorite thing to do is to watch the scenery like this together. It's very cozy and nice. Last one for today. Oh, I got an achievement. Defeat the hydroculus after it becomes enhanced with absorbed half tulpas. Something about stopping tulpa from getting big. 3. I found the trick. Is just saying 3 out loud. Now I have 30. She wanted to farm the sea creatures for Sigewinne drops. My friend is also farming for Sigewinne. I was planning to help her. So let's ask. Do you want to farm the crystal for Sigewinne? We're trying to figure out what team to use. So she'll use Yai and Frina. There's a lot of them over here. Over there. Whoa. I forgot. I forgot Shiny. I forgot Shiny jumps. One's over there. Farina jumping. It looks so funny. My friend said Linny runs really fast, but it's Linny's bow passive that gives movement speed. There is some over here too. I prefer farming above water because I get motion sickness underwater, so we're doing it on land. They all vanished. Playing with Linny is just... it makes it feel like he's doing a magic trick. She's killing over there. We're done here for now. There's a lot over here too. Changing the time because I like the daytime better than nighttime. I like Linny because he aims so far away and I could like kill the enemies before they get to me. It's nice attacking the sea monsters because the music doesn't cut off and turn into battle music. There is no drops. What's funny about Linny and his weapon, when I was doing wind trace, Linny would run so fast because his bow passive would work in the wind trace thing. So I would just be like running super fast and I would win most games with Linny. It went underwater. Over there. We're getting a lot of overloads. There's some over here too. Hey. I love Linny's raining voice line. There's some over there. Might as well defeat this one too. Defeated. So many characters from Fontaine needs the crystal, so I just made it a habit to fight them. I told my friend to not attack this one because it's very friendly. It reminds me of the Flea amusement park and they didn't attack us. I really want to go back there. They were so happy. Although it's a little sad that he's not looking toward this way so we can take a photo, but it's okay. I'm gonna change to Baiju. I feel like a sniper from hitting far away. Even if we're obliterating cute animals, Genshin still feels cozy. I agree. We both bounced back together. We already farmed a lot in my world, so now I'm joining into Aurora's world. Bringing out Navia with Finny. My friend is surprised by Navia's cannons. Oh. Quest. He's falling. We farmed a lot. We're going on one of these airplane things. The view is very nice. Really pretty. Free chest! I'm going back to my world now. Getting my teapot. Now there's only 3 days and 21 hours until Sigewinne arrives. And that was it for day 3. Today is day 4. And here's your reminder to do your parametric transformer. I'm going to put mints in mine. Liyue makes this very easy. Today is Saturday and I'll be farming for Sigewinne's weapon materials. Since she's a HP scaling character, I'm planning to level up the recurve bow. I'm still not sure if I'm going to get her signature weapon, so I want to pre-farm just in case. And if I don't end up using it, I'll use it to level up Favonius weapons. Let's go to the weapon domain. This domain has a lot of hydro enemies, so I'm going to bring my bloom team with mostly dendro characters. This is taking longer than I expected. I probably should bring Farina instead. Let's try again with Farina. That was much better. I'm sorry, Kave, but I'm going to switch to Raiden instead. That was even better. Making more condensed resin to farm more. This used to be the annoying domain, but since Dendro, it's probably easy for everyone, isn't it? It was much easier to farm for me since Nahida was my first 5-star in my account. Last resin for today. This is how much I end up getting for today's farming. The rest of the days I'll be continuing to farm for Sigewinne's boss materials. Just finished the commissions. I'll see you tomorrow. Today is day 5 and there's 2 days left until Sigewinne's banner. Yesterday I was watching the live stream of the Japanese voice actor for Gaming and he was playing Genshin Impact. Then suddenly someone anonymous donated 60 Genesis crystals. And you know, like when you watch English live streamers playing Genshin Impact, when someone donates Genesis crystals, they're all like, oh, thank you. They're like appreciate someone donating the primal gems. But everyone started panicking because it's not common in Japanese Genshin gameplay that someone donates. Or maybe it is, but I'm not sure because I only watch Gaming, the Japanese Gaming's live stream. So he started writing a paragraph for help, I think. I wasn't sure if he was sending help to the Genshin or Hoyoverse's assistants or he was sending a message to the staff. What I just heard was he was writing, someone anonymous just sent me 60 Genesis crystals. I wasn't the one who sent it. It was all like he had to stop the live stream and the person donated felt bad and I saw the English comment saying like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm the one who sent the Genesis crystals. I didn't think it would cause that much problem. So I translated, me and like a few other, I think there was 2 other people who knew English. We kind of like translated saying like, oh, they didn't mean harm. They just wanted to send something to like as a positive thing. And the Japanese Gaming voice actor saw our message and said, oh, I'm just doing this just in case. So tell the person to not worry. So we just said like, oh, he's not mad. He's just making sure that this is something that he didn't purchase. But I just tried to say like, this is something that usually happens in other countries. Like it's very common in other countries to donate Genesis crystals as a gift. So they didn't mean any harm. And Japanese Gaming was saying, oh, so it's like a culture difference. So if this happens again, then I'll just ignore it. I thought it was interesting how everyone panicked for the 60 Genesis crystals, which is like the very lowest one. I know there was like rumors that like, oh, there's quota shop and people can refund. They can refund the primal. So if you get negative primal gems, you can get your account banned. But it's very uncommon if it's like a fan and you know that they're not doing it for harm. Like you see other American or other streamers getting the Genesis crystals and they're like, oh, and thank you for donating. So I don't think it's gonna ban his account. I'm just glad that he saw my message and he understood that it wasn't meant for harm. And I guess this was something new because I saw an account that translates the Japanese Genshin characters VA's live stream into a video so that English speakers can watch it. So probably the person who saw the translated Japanese Gaming's video joined his live stream and decided to donate. I just wanted to say, if you're going to watch the Genshin Japanese VA's live stream, that there's kind of a culture difference. So maybe donating might make them panic. I'm not sure. I'm really bad at telling stories like this, so I hope you understood what I said. Everyone just panicked a little because it was uncommon for someone to donate. Japanese Gaming voice actor said it was okay. 3. I'm glad I helped the translation though, because Japanese Gaming was thanking everyone for helping him translate for him. I'm just glad it was solved because there was no bad feelings. I only recently got C6 Beidou when pulling for Wanderer's Constellation. And Beidou has become my favorite Electro character to team with Furina and Nahida. Because Furina applies Hydro slower, Beidou helps with the aggravate to become much stronger. So I feel like Beidou is much stronger for Furina and Nahida teams than Hyper Bloom with Cookie and Raiden. I recommend building Beidou just for Furina and Nahida. I feel like I'm getting blessed by Sigewinne because I'm getting a lot of threes. I'm getting very close to. Sigewinne will need 46, so I only need a few more. I finished everything I have to do today, so I'll see you tomorrow. Sigewinne's demo was just released, so let's watch it together. I'm going to be watching the Japanese version, and the video is 2 minutes 36 seconds. I thought it was going to be shorter, so I'm happy that it's that long. Guys, I'm so nervous. I'm so excited too.
ロマリタイムフラワーって薬になるの？
Lynette!
日用品だけじゃなく薬にするのもいいのよ。
Oh,
開花したロマリタイムフラ
her
ワーは
voice is so
疲れ
cute.
た患者を癒してくれるの。
Lynette!
フォンテーヌのショップでも買えるけど効果はいまいちね。ロマリタイムフラワー？
The colors are so
水
cute.
に綺麗なのがたくさん咲いてるよ。じゃあ早速出
Oh my god, so cute. Sigewinne!
ふわふわ。
ふわふわ。
落ち着くのよ。
The music is so cute. Oh, the rabbits. Little bunnies.
もうちょっと遠くへ行ってみましょう。
I love her Japanese voice.
この辺りはどうかしら。
Every time she ends her sentence, she's like, yo! Like, it goes up. It's so
一番
cute.
効果のある部分を取って元気になってね。力を抜いてリラックスするのよ。
The relax するのよ. It's so cute. The little wings.
でね、このお花でお茶を入れてみたの。頭がすっきりって評判で。みんなもどう？
You're using Lynette as a test subject.
やはりな。なんで苦いって教えてくれなかったの？人生に苦味はつきもの。ええ、大切なのは効果なのよ。
かわいい。超かわいい。もうかわいい。I'm so happy. I was rewatching Sigewinne's demo, and I noticed there were small bubble sound effects in the music. That was so cute. It reminded me of Melanie Martinez's song Soap, where it had like the little bubble sound effects.
Let me under your skin. Now I gotta wash my mouth out with soap.
一番効果のある部分を取って。
It wasn't as strong as that song. I really liked the sound effects. I'm going to use Wander for the last few boss drops. If we're lucky, then we only need to do 2 more times.
お前にやろう。受け取れ。
せい。礼をわきまえる虫けらが。
Wow, I was able to defeat it with one rotation. My Wanderer is my most invested character, artifacts wise. Manifest Sigewinne energy that I'll get 3. 3! 3! We only need to do one more and we're done. Guys, I'm so blessed by Sigewinne right now. This is going to be our final run. Only one rotation again. Woo! The final one! 3 again? I didn't need 3. Thank you, Sigewinne. I got the good sign commission many times, but I can't seem to get the other achievement where you have to destroy all the good signs. Hey, what's up? As a Linny main, I can't let Linny kill the pigeons. I have to scare away the dogs. Did that work? Oh, okay. I got the achievement! I finally got the achievement! It's definitely a blessing from Sigewinne. This is gonna be good luck for us. I already finished the commission because I did the request from the reputation thing. Beidou is almost friendship 10. I can't believe it doesn't say days left. It says we're down to hours. Sigewinne is coming tomorrow. I'm so excited. I just hope everything goes well tomorrow. I hope all the Sigewinne wanters gets what they want. And I hope everyone is happy tomorrow. Yay, it's Sigewinne Day! And currently there's only 10 minutes left until she arrives. I have to convert the gemstones. She needs 6 and I already have 1. She needs 9 of these. And I have plenty of this one. I'm ready! This is my first time that I pre-farmed for a character. And it'll be the first time I level up a character on the day I got them. I'll convert these two just in case. The main reason I wanted Sigewinne is because she's the last member I needed to complete my Alice in Wonderland theme team because she's the rabbit. Ever since I got Linny, I realized how Alice in Wonderland theme Fontaine was because I see Linny as the Mad Hatter and his eyes are purple like the Cheshire Cat, and you know he has like a cat theme. I see Lumine as Alice because she has the white and blue. She has the Disney version of the Alice colors. And I see Farina as the White Queen. I believe Arlecchino is the Queen of Hearts because she's red, has like the evil aura. So I'll be using this team as a ritual for when I'm pulling Sigewinne. There's only 1 minute left. It says 0 minutes. I'm going to my lucky wishing spot. Last time when we were in Sumeru, my lucky wishing spot was at a wishing well. This is my wishing fountain. She's here! I'm just going to start wishing for her instead of doing the trial first. My pity right now is 9, and I want Gaming's constellations. I only need 1 more until Rosaria is C6. 19. Noelle is C6. 29. Sigewinne, onegai! Sigewinne, onegai! No, not Noelle. gonna do one wish to make it 30. $40. Wait, I haven't done the with Sith. I need more with Sith. This is good. Okay. First, Farina skill. Lumine skill. And then Linny skill. It's guaranteed, but I want early. 50. She's not. Fav sword. I need more Fav sword. $60. Ah. No, Noel, stop. 70. No, this is painful. 80. One. Now you come. Last constellation. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
どこか具合が悪いのかしら。さあ緊張しないで。うちはメロピデ要塞の看護師長シグウィン。さあ見せてちょうだい。ここは痛い？こっちは？あら、患者さんじゃなかったのね。よかった。はい、こんなに可愛い顔してるんだから、ちゃんと体を大事にしないと。自分を壊さないようにね。
Ah, she's so sweet. But my heart is being painful right now. There was no coming. No. It's okay. She's here. Oh, cute. Ooh. Yura yura. Oh, there is a bond of life. I didn't see it. Wah wah. And then bond of life. Oh, she looks sad.
体のケアはもちろん大事だけど、心のケアも同じくらい重要なのよ。
I thought she was going to have a smiley face, but she looks so sad. I already have the key weapon for Farina, but I do want Farina's weapon because I want to give back Nilu's weapon. And if I'm doing Wanderer's comp, I would like Farina to do some damage, and I don't mind getting Sigewinne's weapon. I don't recommend pulling for Sigewinne's weapon because apparently it only boosts if you're doing DPS Sigewinne, but that's only available for highest constellations. I only have one pity. Bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I need Fab Lance, so that's good. Fab Lance or Favonius Codex. Please, early. Oh, I did not see what happened. I got Hazel. I bought some Genesis crystals, so... Oh no. I have no words. Okay. I get to save. I guess I don't get the Sigewinne weapon, but it's okay. I can save. Are you telling me to use Fab? I'm gonna use Fab, I guess. That was pretty good. I'm pretty happy. So that's her. Sigewinne. Diona has it. It's not cute. Maybe I should give Favonis. It's much cuter. Should I do aesthetic over meta? I don't think she needs energy for the team though, if she's going to run double hydro. I actually spoiled myself a little by watching people's gameplay from Asia server, and some were using this weapon as a DPS. So I could probably try DPS Sigewinne if I want to. My Baiju also has sacrificial bow, and it works well, so I'll probably have to test which weapon is best for her. But most likely recurve bow if I want to get the max HP. This syringe is so cute. Let's level her up together. First ascension.
今日も引き続き自分の可愛さに責任を持ってちょうだい。安心して。うちも手伝うから。
She's calling us cute, but she's more cute. Look at her. When I was pulling for Wanderer, I got his C1. I tried to get his C2. Well, the first C1 I lost to Dihia. I got him in the next 10 pull, and I wished after to get his C2, but I lost to Dihia again, so I got C1 Dihia, and I saved the guaranteed for Sigewinne. No, I skipped it. Was there something else she said?
君の見間違いじゃないのよ。メルジーヌは心が満たされると尻尾をフリフリするの。うちへのプレゼント、本当にありがとう。
The way she said "furi furi" is so cute. I'm sorry I skipped it. I didn't know there was one more voice line. And then the next ascension,
あらら、麻酔銃を握る手がより安定するようになったみたい。片手打ちでどれくらい精度があるか試したいから、一緒にお出かけしていい的を探しに行かない？
Did she say to like tranquilizer? To to steady her tranquilizer? Like she got better at studying it? I don't know.
麻酔銃を握る手が
Yeah,
より安定するようになったみたい。
I would say she already has a pretty good aim already. Does anyone else like doing this very slowly? You know, like some people do it like really quick, but I feel like that takes away the enjoyment of leveling a character. Last one!
メルジーヌと人間が目にする世界は違っても、感情に対する理解は共通していて、種族を超えられるとうちはずっと信じてる。さあ、うちの手を握ってちょうだい。どう？感じた？うちのこの心のぬくもりを。
I like the idea of Melusines seeing the world differently because I relate as an artist that I see the world differently. And I think that kind of plays out in the Melusine quest because the first Melusine we meet is an artist too. So I really like that idea. I could actually max. Level 90. Let's level up her skills. We would need to focus on her skill because that's where she heals us the most. Her burst is just hydro damage. I'm going to level up her burst too. Four. I could go to 8.
あら？どこか怪我でもしたの？もし具合が悪かったらすぐうちに教えてちょうだいね。
I like seeing the level going up the characters. It's very satisfying. I wonder why she looks so sad.
安心して。君の背中にステッカーは貼ってないから。
She looks so sad. I also noticed Kokomi also doesn't have a expression. She also looks kind of poker face. A lot of my favorite characters have a smile, like Wanderer, Linny, and Venti. Even Farina has a smile. The drip! It looks so pretty on her! I should level her weapon too. I never used these, so I had some in my bag, in my materials. I should save some more for Sigewinne's weapon. Let's try Sigewinne's trial.
転ばないように。
She said don't trip.
ゆらゆら。
Yura, yura. I love how big it gets. The bubbles. Oh, it gets interrupted.
夜の源源
力を
first.
抜いてリラックスするのよ。
There's a lot of teams that I've placed Kokomi as a placeholder for Sigewinne.
お邪魔するね。
That was so cute. There was something I was wondering. You know, Beidou, it says for her burst, it says skill damage. Does that mean that Sigewinne also buff Beidou's burst? Like, does Beidou's burst count as skill damage? So I'm going to test it without any artifacts.
よく見ておけ。
4,000. That was like 5,000, right? Try
炭
again.
になるがいい。
5,000, 5,000, 4,000. Now I'm going to try with using Sigewinne's skill. If it activates her passive.
ふわふわ。
よく見ておけ。
5,000. So it's the same. So it doesn't work. So for Sigewinne, it has to be skill damage. Like everyone's skill. For her artifacts, I'm going to use Song of Days Past. And currently, Diona is holding it for her. I tried to get a bunch of HP as I can. This one has good crits with HP. And this one has a lot of HP. All HP main stats. I farmed for this artifact because aesthetically it matches her. This design just screamed Melusine. So I believed that she will use it, especially since it's a healing set. And now she has 52k. That's a lot. Let's just ascend this weapon. I find it funny that when I wished for Wanderer's weapon as well, it was with Baiju, and I got it, and I won the 50-50, or the weapon pity. And this time, the same thing happened to Farina's weapon. Oh, it's brighter. Got 55k now? Since I don't have Yaimiko, I'll probably have to use Fischl or Beidou for Electro. Weapon is maxed. And she has 56k. I'm going to level her burst too. I'm running out of Mora. At least to 6. I forgot to unlock some constellations. C6 Rosaria. I'm back with my Alice in Wonderland team. So I'm going to do some commissions. It's raining, so I wouldn't know how much hydro is supplied.
ふわふわ。
Hua hua.
光り輝くがいい。
サプライズだよ。
僕をたたえ。
Just
診断結
use
果
the
は
burst.
今すぐ宇宙車ね。
Ooh. That was cute.
ピンポンパンポーン。ロマリタイムフラワーからのアドバイス。日に当たる前に日焼け止めを塗るとお肌を守ってくれるのよ。
Ping pong pong pong. That was so cute. Oh my god. Oh, which one do you think is matching her? The Mondstadt one looks really nice. Dragon Spine is really nice too. This is a very hard decision. I might switch between these two. The Fontaine one and Dragon Spine. But I'm gonna use Dragon Spine's wings for now. It looks really nice. Where's the enemy? Yura Yura! Oh, it even traps this guy. I feel like her skill isn't that long, even though it's 18 seconds. Like if you compare it to Kokomi, her cooldown is 20 seconds, and she heals the whole team with just her skill. So I'm not sure why everyone's complaining. Oh yeah, and there's no energy problem because her skill, there's a passive. I believe there was something that fills her burst after her skill. Right here. Elemental energy with Bond of Life, I guess. So she has no energy problems. It's flying in the air. I want to see how fast the Favonius procs when you hit the enemy. It's pretty good, the Favonius proc. The Favonius bow looks better on her. I might just keep this on for now. Another achievement. Sigewinne luck. If you get Sigewinne, you get achievements. Mission's finished. The thing about Baiju, he also, if you reach 50k, which is the max, but even if you don't max it, it's still good. So even Sigewinne, she doesn't have to reach the max if you don't want to. I'm not sure, it's up to you, I guess. I wanted to explain further why I wanted to put Song of Days Past on Sigewinne is because I enjoy playing ranged characters like Wanderer and Linny and Venti. Her other best set is Ocean Hued Clam, but they work similarly. It's just that you have to be close to the enemies to deal the physical damage. And there's more HP you have to reach, which Sigewinne could easily reach up to the max to get the max bubble pop. But I don't really like the bubble pop effect. It hurts my eyes whenever it pops in on my screen. So I'm using Song of Days Past. People think that you can only hit 6 times. Like it's like when the buff is active, the flat attack will be inserted into the attack of your on-field character. So even if the enemies are far away, you can still attack the enemies with the buff, and it can activate multiple times. I probably up to 2 times based on Sigewinne's skill. So you probably could hit it says 5 times, so 10 times? I'm not sure. This is a long paragraph that's confusing, but basically I'm just gonna use this set. You can hopefully use my opinion as an example which one you're going to use. You can probably also use Tenacity, but her skill is not long enough. If it's C1, then probably she can use it. I just realized that she needed 65k HP. That's a lot of HP. I haven't done the weekly boss yet, so those who don't want spoilers, you can skip this part. I'll have timestamps below. Oh no, there's another Sigewinne. They switched out so I can be Sigewinne. Her hair bouncing so
私
cute.
と打ち合う気
診断結果は今すぐ宇宙車ね
I just have to
わ
watch
わ
as a
やみきた
healer.
はめて
可愛くないのよ暗い
Oh no! Raiden died.
滅亡は繰り返す
ダメだ誰しごむって
Oh no, Nahida!
転ばないように怒ったか
The charge attacks.
いや
いざ計算はここに誓うのよ
That was the slowest fight ever.
はびこりなさい
I'm going to borrow Chinchu's goblet for a moment. Or overall his build, probably. So this is her DPS build with the Aqua Simulacra and the emblem set. Let's fight the whale. New village.
ここは私に薬も毒になります
力を抜いてリラックスするのよ
She's doing no damage.
今計算はここに誓うのよほら宇宙車ね
I can't even see the damage. I don't know if it's because she's very short or I can't. She's not doing any damage. Sigewinne is definitely not a DPS. Let's see if she's helpful in this domain where everyone can get easily hurt. We got all little kids. All the chibis. So cute.
凡人身の程をわきまえよ
診断結果は今すぐ宇宙車ね
I feel like she does more damage when she's not DPS build. Sending little hearts to Astaha.
砕けよ
転ばないように力を抜いてリラックスするのよ動かないでねふわふわ
We're all living.
ゆらゆら
の切
今計算はここに誓うのよ
立つ貴様らの墓場となる
We can never die in this team.
あわあわ診断結果は今すぐ宇宙車ね
You can cancel Sigewinne's burst by sprinting. 감사합니다. 또 시주인.
力を抜いてリラックスするのよ。
我は消えぬ。
Sigewinne did the final shot. Woo. I'm gonna try to actually ascend this more. Did I really have that many? I can make 17. I need 3 more of these. Going to give back Nilu her weapon.
健康管理はうちが担当するのよ。
I'm going to try Nilu Bloom with Sigewinne.
世界を熱狂の渦に。ふわふわ。これこそが知恵の伝道よ。ふふ。
It works.
転ばないように。麻酔は足りてる。
This is Freena's kindergarten team. Let's see how this one works.
世界を熱狂の渦に。全部丸見えね。知識はあなたにめまいが。ふわふわ。はじけろ。特艦花火。
That was very strong. Finally 6. Now I could fully max it. This is her stats for now. I'll probably have to level multiple artifacts to make it better, maybe. I am also really curious about this team because I did the spiral biz with Kokomi, and the problem was that Kokomi's jellyfish can't follow us around, so it was harder to get the heals. Mainly because they're in the spiral biz, it has a lot of elemental checks.
真理はお披露目だ。歌え。僕の名も。あわあわ。怒ったからね。
風がことし
わしに手を出すつもりか。清きアンパ周期。僕をたたえよ。世界を熱狂の渦。じっとしてて。
It feels very nice because everyone is healed.
ガジャーン。光り輝くがいい。ゆらゆら。イランパ周期。僕をたたえよ。歌え。僕の名のもと。力を抜いてリラックスするのよ。君、
風よ。
I like this team.
見せてちょう。後悔しても遅いよ。
Favonius feels nice for this type of team because they need energy a lot.
お前にやろう。お披露目だ。光り輝くがいい。あわあわ。
属性を見下ろす。やった。
There's also Dehia's version team. The problem with Kokomi in this team was that the heal can't follow us and it wasn't enough healing. I wanted more on time for
覚えたわよ
Devia instead of Kokomi.
じっとしててね歌え僕の名のもとに
Yeah, everyone's healed. This is good.
見せてちょうだい
よっ
診断結果は今すぐ宇宙車ねゆらゆら
手加減なしだぜ
落ち着くのよあわあわ
歯食いしばれよよっ
This team is very fun.
手をつなぎましょうこれこそが知恵の伝道
行くぞ手
お披露目だ世界を熱狂の渦にやゆらゆらせいはっ
Trying Beidou.
歌え僕の名のもとにじっとしてて痛くしちゃうかも
This team is fun too.
はびこりなさい見せてちょう
これが海山を
フォークを抱え痛くしちゃうかもふわふわ覚えたわよ
It's so nice to get full heals.
ゆらゆら手をつなぎましょうじゃじゃーん光り輝くがいい
よく見ておけ
火の計算をここに使うのよ
I'm kinda starting to like the Favonius more on her because it gives a lot of elemental particles just by her skill.
フォークを抱え
行くぞこれが海山を滅
はびこりなさいあわあわ全部丸見えね
炭になるがいい
お披露目だ歌え僕の名のもとにふわふわ君可愛くないのよ
Everyone is already full health, even at the end of the battle. This is so good. Even Baiju, I need to skill at least once for everyone to be fully healed.
じっとしててね
I already 36 starred the Abyss, but I'm still curious with how well Sigewinne breaks the shield.
さらばだ
Now Sigewinne side.
覚えたわよフォークをたたえよ世界を熱狂の渦にゆらゆら診断結果は今すぐ宇宙車ねよっ
No, they're far away.
落ち着くのよ火の計算をここに使うのよ痛くしちゃうかも
I wasn't fast enough.
風よ
電動火の計算をここに使うのよ君可愛くないのよほれじっとしててはびこりなさい知識はあなたにも見逃さないでね光り輝くがいい力を抜いてリラックスするのよせいいくよ 自分で治療でよっじゃじゃーん。電動痛く火の計算はここに使うのよ。
It worked. She did it.
それ
手をつなぎま
お
す。
主でこの方の
いくよよっお披露目だ。光り輝くがいい。はびこりなさい。このダンスをあなたに。全部丸見えね。知識をあなたにも。あわあわ診断結果は今すぐ宇宙車ね。やっは手をつなぎましょう。見逃さないでね。見せてちょうだい。
Can I on-field Nahida like this?
もうやめてちょうだい。ふふ、力を抜いてリラックスするのよ。ほっよえ、このダンスをあなたに。手をつなぎましょう。
This is really strong.
せやっ
What's great about putting Sigewinne is that I could on-field Nahida and not worry about the health because Nahida applies a lot of dendro. Third chamber.
うわふわーほふん光り輝くがいい。さあ踊るよ。知識をあなたにも美の計算をここに使うのよ。
うわこれは
あわあわ頑張るよ。よっ私のお家にいらっしゃい。や波の花がこに舞いをはびこりなさい。はっ手をつなぎましょう。これこそが知恵の伝道。そっとはっせいお披露目だ。光り輝くがいい。うわ君可愛くない。ゆらゆら頑張るよ。痛くしちゃう。診断結果は今すぐ宇宙車ね。ほっはっこのダンスをあなたに。あーほっせっふっさはっふっ
It worked. I like that team. It's been a while and I tested many characters I currently have with Sigewinne. So let's go through the list of my favorite teams I've discovered. I will tell you the teams I was able to 36 star the Abyss because I'm sure you would like to know what teams she is strong in. First, I want to share the character archive to show that I don't have all the strong DPS people use to clear the Abyss. As you can see, I don't have Nuvilette, Arlecchino, Alhaitham, or Yelan, which are considered the meta characters. I've also seen people using Yaimiko with Sigewinne a lot, since she has skill damage, but I don't have her. A lot of the teams I make is usually because I want to use them together, so the teams that I've created will look kind of random. Here's a quick scroll through the characters. Here's the build for Sigewinne when I tested the Abyss. This is when she's double Hydro. She gets the Hydro Resonance and she gets 50k HP. I ended up liking the Favonius weapon the most because a lot of the time the team needs energy and I'm sticking with Song of Days Past, focusing mainly on crit rate and HP. The main stats are HP, 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 Constellation 0, and skill is 8 with level 6 burst, crit rate 36. I would recommend at least 30 for Favonius weapons, and she doesn't have any energy problems. Showing Farina right now since she is in most Sigewinne teams. She has her signature weapon, Flower, Feather. Main stats are HP, crit rate, Constellation 0, 11010, 40k HP with the Hydro Restless, 85 crit rate, 228 crit damage with 122 energy recharge. I didn't have any energy problems because Sigewinne with the Favonius weapon gives so much energy that Farina doesn't have any problems in the rotation. I would like to get more energy though. My Farina build is changed a lot and not really finalized since I got her signature weapon, so I'll try to make it better. The first team I'll talk about is Nilou Bloom. Like you saw in the previous video, what I like the most about this team is that I could on-field Nahida in a Nilou Bloom team because the Bloom cores hurts a lot and Nahida dies very easily in other teams. But because Sigewinne healings are very strong, I don't have to worry about Nahida with low health. And unlike Kokomi, Sigewinne's heal follow the character, so I don't have to worry about the placement of the jellyfish. I personally think that Farina and Sigewinne together are enough to create the Bloom course, and Sigewinne activates Farina's fanfare fast enough that the team does a lot of damage. For most rotation, I recommend Sigewinne doing her skill last because her healing activates the Song of Days Past artifact very fast, and you want the on-fielder to do most of the damage. Sometimes I use Sigewinne normal attack just to recharge Farina's burst. My Nahida build will be the same for the other teams I'll show later. She has her signature weapon, Flower, Feather, EM, Dendro damage, and crit damage, Constellation 0, 810-9, 734 EM, 41 crit rate, 133 crit damage, and 100% ER. Nilou has her signature weapon. I use Flower of Paradise Lost. This set is the best for when you want the most damage from Nilou. Flower, Feather, HP, and HP. Constellation 0, 166. I would like to level her talents in the future. She has 69 to 119 HP, 300 EM, crit rate, crit damage, energy 138. The second team is Layla, Farina, Kazuha, and Sigewinne. This team surprised me the most. Anything that works with Layla, I'm super happy because she is visually my favorite 4-star. Even though Layla herself can't provide a lot of damage, she can provide other useful things to the team. This team is a good way to not get interrupted when doing the whole Sigewinne skill, since the enemies are frozen. I use Layla first for her skill and burst, then Kazuha burst to have the cryo infused to keep the enemies frozen. Layla is able to use the tenacity artifact set to give attack buff to the whole team. You can use Sacrificial Sword if you want to get more uptime on her shield. I personally like the Fav Sword aesthetically more on her, and the energy particles she can give to the team is more important for me. Here's my Layla. She's using the Favonius sword, tenacity of the Millilith, mostly focusing on HP and crit rates. HP, HP, and HP. She recently became C6 from pulling on Wanderer's banner, and her talent's 110-9. With the double Hydro Resonance, she's 43k HP, 29 crit rate, crit damage 77, energy recharge 181. But her energy cost is very low, so she doesn't need that much. Kazuha will also have the same build for other teams I'll show you. He has R3 Zyphos Moonlight, Very Decent Venerer, Flower, Feather, EM, EM, EM. All of his talents are 9, 840 EM, and energy recharge 186. The third team is Farina, Fischl, Kazuha, and Sigewinne. This is a taser team. It's good in AoE when there's a lot of bosses and enemies around you, and there's no strict one on fielder. Since Sigewinne buffs off-field damage, she can buff Fischl's Oz too. It's one of the stronger ones in this Abyss cycle since we need to break down the Pyrolector shields. Hydro is the strongest to break the shield, but Electro is the second strongest. Here's my Fischl. She has the stringless bow, and she's using Golden Troop, Flower, Feather, Attack, Electro, crit rate. I only have her C1, which is very unfortunate. She has a huge jump in damage when she's C6, so probably those of you who has more Constellation of Fischl can make stronger teams than me. Talents 197, Elemental Mastery 205, crit rate 60, crit damage 104, energy recharge 157. The fourth team is Wanderer, Barzan, Farina, and Sigewinne. What I like about Wanderer is that he can be very versatile and flexible for team building. Farina's Sigewinne double Hydro is good for the elemental check against the Pyro Abyss Lectors. And when there's like a huge DPS check, my Wanderer is pretty strong enough to beat the Abyss. And the funny thing is that I was able to beat the Abyss with even Shinchu on the team. My Wanderer has his signature weapon, his best signature artifact set, and is C1, so keep that in mind. I tested this team before I got Sigewinne with Kokomi, but since I replaced Kokomi with Sigewinne, what I like about this team is that I don't need to stay in one spot. Song of Days Past gives my Wanderer enough buff, kind of like the Noblesse set. Shinchu and Sigewinne is mostly there to break the Pyro shield. Also, what I struggled with Kokomi on this team was that I had to burst when everyone was low health, so it was difficult for me to get high DPS because I didn't get to use Wanderer as much. Since I have Sigewinne on the Favonius bow, I would do Shinchu's skill and he doesn't need to catch the particles. because his burst is already up the next rotation, which feels very nice because I want Wanderer to be on field most of the time. And because Wanderer's passive, when he infuses himself with Hydro, he has a longer time that he is able to fly, which he gets the most damage. Most people's Abyss runs will be able to use Xingqiu as the solo Hydro, but since my Xingqiu is only C4, he himself as a solo Hydro can't break the shield. Here's Wanderer with his signature, Desert Pavilion, Flower, Feather, Attack, Anemo, Crit Rate, C1, Triple Crown, Attack 2000, Crit Rate 80, Crit Damage 200, Energy Recharge 114. Baruzan, Favonius, Tenacity, ER, Anemo, Crit Rate, C6, 11112, 55 crit rate, 257 ER. Xingqiu with Favonius, Emblem, ER, Hydro, crit rate, C4, 2912, crit rate 66, 126 crit damage, 264 energy recharge. The sixth team is Lini Navia. This is such a funny team that works, and it's a full Fontaine theme. It makes me so happy because these four are my top favorite characters from Fontaine. Navia's crystallized shield gives Lini and Sigewinne enough interruption resistance to do charge attack and Sigewinne to hold her skill. Lini and Navia doesn't need Bennett in this team because Karina Sigewinne gives enough buff. The common misconception of Lini's kit is that he's locked behind Mono Pyro, but he can actually be slotted into many teams that could take away Pyro Aura. Like one of his best team is Lini, Bennett, Kazuha, Brina. And my Navia is with Wolf's Gravestone. I occasionally have to normal attack so that she could increase all the party members' attack. And even though Navia is not that invested, like her artifacts are really bad, I gave the best one to Klee because I wanted Klee to get the most powerful attack pieces. So yeah, this is not like a meta team, this is a very just fun team that I very like. Here's Lini, signature weapon, and I chose 2-piece pyro damage and 2-piece attack. I used to have top 1% Marushasi Hunter pieces, but I put in the artifacts into the optimizer and realized that 2-piece does the most damage for Lini, and using 2-piece is much easier to farm for his substats. Flower, Feather, Attack, Pyro, crit damage, C1, Triple Crown, Attack he has 2000. I would like his crit rate to be higher, but I will need to farm more. So these are his ratio. This is my Navia. She has Wolf Gravestone, Nighttime Whisperers, her signature, Flower, feather, attack, geo, crit rate. See, it's so bad, but she's very strong on her own, so it's okay. C0, 798. And with Wolf Gravestone, she has 3000 attack. Okay ratio. The 7th team I wanted to talk about was Nahida, Dehya, Furina, Sigewinne. This is a full EM Dehya with the Flower of Paradise Lost set. I feel like people try to build Dehya as the main DPS in Mono Pyro, but I really believe that one of Dehya's best team and strongest is inversion reactions, but they together are enough for Dehya to version. Some people might think Furina and Sigewinne are not enough Hydro in this team, but they together creates enough Dendro cores for Dehya to version. And while everyone is doing their rotation, Sigewinne's burst doesn't feel like a waste because she applies Hydro to create more version. Dehya's skill interruption resistance also lets Sigewinne do her hold skill. Version reactions can hurt the team a lot, but Sigewinne covers a lot of the healing. It would be great if I could get C2 Dehya, so her skill uptime is longer, but Dehya C0 is perfectly fine for this team. What I like about this team is that I could use Nahida as an on-fielder and even use Dehya's burst. As you can see, my Dehya is only level 80. She's using the Meld Flower. This is full EM. Flower Paradise Lost. HP attack. Mostly focusing on HP, Elemental Mastery, and ER. EM, EM, EM. C1. 151, so her talents doesn't really matter. 860 EM, and these are her stats. The 8th team I wanted to talk about is Klee, Furina, Kazuha, Sigewinne. This is a pretty strong vaporized team. I'm so happy it worked. The more teams for Klee, I'm gonna definitely play it. The difficulty with Klee Vaporized team was always that Klee had to do cancel normal attacks to use with Xingqiu and Yelan, but I don't have to worry about that in this team since Furina's minions attack the enemies for me and Sigewinne's bubbles does the same thing. I feel like Sigewinne's healing is good enough here that Klee doesn't die easily. It's similar to the Bennett, Furina, Kazuha team with Klee, but much more comfortable with health, and there's no circle impact where you have to stay in Bennett's burst, especially since Klee's attack doesn't go as far. I also like that I could put Kazuha with an EM weapon instead of Favonius sword, like when I have to do with in Bennett team, since Sigewinne covers the ER with her Favonius bow. Here's my Klee. She's R1 with Sith. Apparently, for most of her teams, this is the best weapon. I would like more refinements on it in the future. I put her 2-piece attack. I gave the best pyro damage artifacts on Linny, but Klee has the best Navia sets. Flower, feather, attack, pyro, crit rate, C0, 999 talents, 1891 attack, 69 crit rate, crit damage 196, 120 energy recharge with only 50 EM. The 9th team is Tignari, Raiden, Furina, and Sigewinne. Tignari is so much fun to play, so I try to create more teams as I can. This team covers Tignaris for AoE scenarios. I like using Raiden more than Fischl, so I really like this team. This team is more like a quick bloom team, but a little bit of hyper bloom, since my Raiden is a full EM build. Here's my Tignari. He's with Aqua Simulacqua, Wanderer's Troop, Flower, Feather, EM, Dendro, Crit Rate, C2, 979, EM 329, 62, 205, ER 104. My Raiden, EM, Flower Paradise Lost, EM. These doesn't really matter, and she has 952 EM. The 10th team is Nahida, Raiden, Furina, and Sigewinne. This is one of the easier teams to build, since Hyper Bloom is strong on its own. You can use everyone's burst to iframe the enemy's attack, and Raiden gets to on-field to fill in the rotation. The 11th team is Nahida, Klee, Furina, Sigewinne. This team is definitely strong. I can clear the Abyss, but the last chamber second side was the hardest because of the overload. They killed my Klee so easily. If I tried multiple times, I could probably do it. In this team, probably Baizhu will be better for comfort, but I can't play him in this current Abyss, since the Abyss really wants Hydro to break the shield. But this team is such cuteness overload. I will definitely play this team a lot. For this 12th team, this is something I want to try in the future. My Rosaria is not built yet. She's level 70 with low talents, and I would say it's most likely good. It becomes a Fridge team. My Rosaria is going to have either the Favonius or the Catch with the emblem set, with attack, cryo, crit damage. And since I recently got her C6, and I'll try to focus on her burst. I have a feeling that Venti will be good in this team too. I'm pretty excited to try this team. The last two teams I want to talk about is with Kirara and Kave. It's a Nilou Bloom team. This team I would say is what I like to play for fun. What's great about pairing Kave with Furina is that I could use his funny charge attack animation without worrying about having to do normal attack with Shinchu or Yelan. I believe this team could clear the Abyss, but I would need some constellations on Kave. He's only C0. I've cleared the Abyss even with Nahida or Baizhu in the previous Abysses. Just this team is very difficult because the Abyss requires you to have high DPS check and high Hydro check. For Kirara, what I like about this team is that I could be a catbox and just drive around applying Dendro to the enemies. And I love that with Sigewinne, I could keep the whole team with full health. This is my favorite exploration team so far with Sigewinne. Everyone in the team is very cute. Starting with Kave, he's only level 80 with focusing on Elemental Mastery. He has a low-leveled Favonius Greatsword, but it's not as important since the Bloom cores are from EM. He has the Flower of Paradise Lost artifact. I believe this is his best set for Bloom, focusing on EM. He's C0 and 178. For Kirara, you just have to focus on HP and some crits. As you can see, my Kirara is very unbuilt. She's level 74. I recommend Sacrificial Sword because you can scale your skill 2 times and be the cat box longer. You can either go HP, but I have Dendro damage, Flower Feather, triple HP. She's C2, 163, and this is her stats. Overall, I can understand that it is not worth to get Sigewinne if you don't have Farina. Sigewinne is just tied to Farina, but she is similar to Shanyun in that way, since she is Hydro, and you can use the Hydro Resonance to your advantage to build your teams. In my opinion, Sigewinne can be in more teams than Shanyun and has stronger heals, so it really depends on what you want in your account. I'm so happy this area is unlocked after the
も
quest.
し具合が悪かったらすぐうちに教えてちょうだいね。
I was saving one final hydroculus in this area for Sigewinne. Let's go get it together. It's right there. That was the final one. I could finally mark this off the map. I was saving the last hydroculus to level up the Statue of the Seven because I wanted to do it with Sigewinne on the team. Level 10! Yay! Finally, my fontaine is completed. The final thing I wanted to do in this video was show my teapot area. It's over in the beach. Ta-da! The statues are protecting this area. I mostly copied this teapot design I found on YouTube, which I'll show you right here. And I changed only a little bit for my teapot. Like I put the painting right here. This one here, you can get it from Layla's story quest. I can sit over here too. The harp right here, I didn't have Venti's harp, which you can get from his story from an event, I think. I wasn't playing Genshin back then, so I used the new furniture from the new area. I really like this design because of the moon shape. And here's the bed. You can sit on it. From the recent potion event, I put it right here because it looks pretty. You can sit right here too. I could take pictures like these. Another picture. With Sigewinne, we get a new filter, which lasts for 10 seconds. So cute! No, octopus! This one is cute. This is what it looks like in the sunset. The little potion furniture also glows in the dark. Pretty. I think that's going to be it for Sigewinne's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I've been only positive with Sigewinne so far, but there's been a lot of negative comments about Sigewinne, and I just want you to feel that you're not alone. If you want Sigewinne, you should get her because she's adorable, and I'm so happy that I got her. This is meant to be a fun game for everyone. I hope you have a nice day, and Sigewinne also wants you to be happy too. Bye bye!